Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, so hold on to your hats, folks, because there's a lot of buzz swirling around the NFL rumor mill right now. And it's all pointing toward a potential blockbuster move that could reshape the Giants' secondary and give our team a real shot at climbing back into playoff contention and maybe even chasing that elusive Super Bowl title. The latest whispers come from none other than Adam Schefter, and they suggest that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are actively exploring a rebuild mode after a pretty disappointing 2023 season. With Tom Brady gone and the Bucs aiming to reset their roster, it seems they're open to moving some key pieces, and one that's catching a lot of attention is Antoine Winfield Jr., the talented safety known for his speed, instincts, and game-changing plays. Now here's the scoop. The Giants are reportedly in talks to acquire Winfield Jr. in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. That's a pretty compelling offer considering Winfield's skill set and what he could bring to the Giants' secondary. The rumors are heating up, and it's being hinted that the Giants see Winfield as a perfect fit. A versatile safety who can play multiple roles, much like the impact Minkah Fitzpatrick has had with the Steelers since his 2019 breakout season. Fitzpatrick, as many Giants fans remember, was a game-changer who racked up over 11 interceptions that year and transformed Pittsburgh's defense into one of the league's most opportunistic units. Winfield Jr. has that same potential, and if he joins the Giants, he could be the kind of player who elevates the entire defense, providing a spark that the team desperately needs. Let's break down what makes Winfield Jr. such a hot commodity. First, he's a safety with a lightning-fast nose for the ball. Think of him as a hawk in the secondary, always lurking, always ready to pounce. His ability to read plays and make decisive interceptions makes him a real threat. Over his career, he's tallied 17 interceptions, and last season alone, he finished with 5 picks, along with 85 tackles and 10 pass deflections, numbers that speak volumes about his playmaking ability. His PFF grade of 91. 6 underlines his consistency and high-level performance. Not only does he excel in coverage, allowing just over 6 yards per target, but he's also a menace in blitz packages, winning about 30% of his blitzes, which adds a layer of unpredictability for opposing quarterbacks. His versatility is what really stands out. He can cover tight ends, run with speedy receivers, and contribute significantly in run support, making him a true Swiss Army knife in the secondary. The Buccaneers, meanwhile, are sitting at 6-11 and facing some serious roster challenges. Their secondary has been leaky, allowing nearly 245 passing yards per game, and with a projected cap space of about $13 million, they're looking to free up some funds and draft capital to rebuild. Tampa's front office is apparently prioritizing youth and athleticism, and moving Winfield Jr. makes sense if they're eyeing a fresh start. Rumors are swirling that they're also eyeing a potential trade for a high draft pick, similar to what the Chargers did with Derwin James a few years back, aiming to stockpile talent for the future. It's a smart move for Tampa Bay, especially since they're in a bit of a cap crunch right now, with a projected negative cap space of around $14 million for 2026. Moving Winfield Jr. for a third-rounder in 2026 would give them a sizable haul to target young players and draft assets. On the other side, the Giants have had their struggles as well, finishing 4-13 last season. Their secondary has been a mixed bag, with big plays being a common theme. They've been allowing over 11 big plays per game, which is a clear area for improvement. Injuries haven't helped, especially with Nubin going down early last season with a knee injury that kept him out for 8 games. But there's reason for optimism. The Giants are well aware of the need to bolster the back end of their defense, and acquiring a player of Winfield Jr. His caliber could be a game-changer. His ball-hawking skills would help reduce the big play vulnerability, and his ability to force turnovers over 10 interceptions a year could ignite the Giants' chances of flipping games in their favor. Plus, with a manageable cap number of around $6.3 million and plans to restructure contracts like banks, for an additional $8 million in cap space, The Giants are positioning themselves to add high-impact players without sacrificing future flexibility. Now, let's talk about what this could mean for the Giants' overall trajectory. If Winfield Jr. joins the team, it's not just about plugging a hole in the secondary. It's about elevating the entire defense to a new level. Think about it, a safety with his ball skills, his blitzing ability, and his versatility could be the missing piece that turns a decent defense into a dominant one. His presence could help reduce opposing teams' yards after catch, cut down on big plays, and increase the turnover differential. For fans, it's reminiscent of the kind of impact Ed Reed had with the Ravens, a true game changer who can read the quarterback's eyes and make plays that swing momentum. The odds of the Giants making a deep playoff run could see a significant boost with such a move. Currently, their Super Bowl odds are around plus 15-0, but with the addition of a player like Winfield Jr., that number could plummet to around plus 7-0 or better, reflecting the increased confidence in their defense and overall team strength. The X factor here is Winfield himself. His play style, reminiscent of Troy Polamalu's impact in Super Bowl XLII, could bring a similar energy and swagger to the Giants' secondary. Imagine him lining up in the box, dropping back in coverage, or blitzing off the edge. His unpredictability would keep offenses guessing and give the Giants a much-needed boost in creating turnovers, especially in crucial moments. Of course, this move isn't just about immediate impact. It's about building a foundation for sustained success. The Giants have been in rebuild mode for a couple of seasons now, and adding a player of Winfield's caliber signals their intent to contend sooner rather than later. It's about creating a defensive legacy, a unit that intimidates opponents, and setting the stage for years to come. The Giants' front office is clearly targeting smart, high-value moves, and this trade could be the first step toward re-establishing the team as a defensive powerhouse. As we all know, a strong defense has always been the Giants' identity. Think of the legendary 2007 team that shut down opponents in clutch moments, or the 2011 squad that carried the team to a Super Bowl victory. Bringing in a player like Winfield Jr. could help reignite that spirit. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay's roster reset means they're not just trading away a player, they're signaling a strategic shift. With a focus on youth, cap management, and draft capital, the Buccaneers are preparing for a future that might not include many of their current stars. Moving Winfield Jr. for a third-round pick, especially considering his age and upside, makes a lot of sense from their perspective. They're looking to build a young core that can develop together, and acquiring draft capital now allows them to target complementary pieces in the upcoming drafts. The NFL offseason is always a chess match, and both teams seem to be making strategic moves that could have ripple effects for years. For Giants fans, this potential move is exciting because it signals a new chapter. A young, dynamic safety like Winfield Jr. could be the cornerstone of a revamped defense, one that's aggressive, ball-hawking, and tough to beat. It's the kind of player who can change the complexion of games, especially in the playoffs when turnovers and big plays can be the difference between victory and defeat. Plus, it sends a message. The Giants are serious about winning, about building a team that can contend for years, and about establishing a legacy that fans can be proud of. Looking ahead, if this trade goes through, it could also influence the team's overall strategy in free agency and the draft. The Giants might prioritize adding more playmakers on defense, focusing on secondary depth, and perhaps even targeting a few versatile frontline players to complement Winfield. It's an exciting time for Giants fans, a chance to dream big again. Remember, the NFL is all about making the right moves at the right time, and this potential acquisition could be one of those pivotal moments that define the franchise's future. So keep your eyes peeled, because if this trade happens, it's going to be a game changer not just for the Giants, but for the entire NFC East. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Antoine Winfield Jr. is the piece that can push us over the top? Are you excited about the potential of adding such a versatile and ball-hawking safety? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Giants news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent memory, and I can't wait to see what the Giants do next. Keep the faith, stay loud, and let's get ready for what promises to be an exciting season ahead.